Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back. The Scorpion's the next on my poop list, and it is the last in the submachine category. Now, this is a class I would probably try to use straight off the bat with a level whatever you'd need for foregrip. That would be my first one, but how would I play this class to its advantages? Well, let's think of the Scorpion. It has a very high rate of fire, but a very high damage. Now, what that might say to some people is, it's good. It's a good gun. Sadly, the high rate of fire means it's not going to be good mid-range. There's like even the thought of mid-range is just not going to happen. But since I'm trying to get to use this gun in a way where it's beneficial for me, but it also takes some work and practice to learn the gun and how it works, we're going to take the foregrip off. And we're going to put something on that's not a foregrip, that's not a select fire, that's not a rapid fire, and it's not a target finder. Now, I would put a sight on it, but it does have good sights for close range. It does have it has an open periphery, so you can see everything around you. So, what are we going to do for a third attachment? I can't say no attachment because the point of this is to what can I say? To use this gun with attachments that don't really affect me, but they help. They benefit how the gun plays. So the suppressor is just for me. I don't like muzzle flash, so I'm taking it out. The fast mag, sticky situation, quicker reloads will help with that. Third one, I think we're going to go with, I would go laser sight because it would help the hip fire a lot, but I'm actually going to go with quick draw because this is a gun that I actually like to aim down sights with. It has a great sight. It has a great kick for, you know, the amount of time you spend shooting a guy, the kick isn't too bad. Let's just pick a random map and go. So, the series was very unthought, not well thought out right away, and I apologize for that. But hopefully you guys see where I'm coming from. This is just me mainly trying to practice my talking. I don't do a lot of under pressure speaking, and I noticed that when I was getting into some sticky situations on Far Cry, which if you haven't seen is my main project right now. I'm taking a break from Minecraft. Ooh, hello. We are getting swarmed from both sides, so let's cut off one side. How about? And you see, this gun is very, very effective up close. At the downside of it being very, very ineffective everywhere else. Now, situations like this where I have tight corners, I have very little in the way of sightlines, this kind of area is where I would probably go with this gun. Because everywhere else, it would just get me killed. Hijacked is a great map for that. Because if you don't want to go to where the sightlines are, go down below. There could be traffic down here, there could not be. But if you have a gun like this, you're fine. Now let's see if there's anyone near me, and let's call this in. Now, hopefully, what we can try to learn from this series isn't, oh, he's using these, I should use these, and I will do well too. No, if I was trying to prove that I can do well with something, I wouldn't be playing against robots. And I hope that was the intention behind it. Although the lack of being able to connect to the internet on my computer and my Xbox at the same time was also a deterrent in this, and I do believe I forgot to put scavenger on this. So, yeah, I did. Great. Yeah, I can't really record while being online with my computer. If I'm not online with my computer, oh, I suppose I could record as long as I wasn't live streaming. I cannot live stream yet. That was very stupid of me. I just basically stood out in the sight line and said, hey, anyone got a long-range weapon, wanna free target practice? I won't move, I promise. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm trying to push is play a gun to its strengths. If you're gonna go on to Turbine with a submachine gun, don't be running up and down the main turbine in the middle of the map. Don't. The only thing you're saying to a guy like me who is, you know, playing a gun to its strengths and, you know, trying to do well and not just being a moron is, you know, be in the building. Try to hold off the half of the map that's close quarters with a submachine gun. Because, yes, I am aware the submachine guns in this game are just completely ridiculous in the fact that you can go onto Turbine with a PDW and be just fine with it. What I'm trying to say is, you know, when you get a gun like this, don't play it on a long-range map. Try to pick up a gun, whether you like it or not, that was made for long range. I don't know. I guess it's a to each his own situation, but it's getting on my nerves to see a game involving long range. Like, let's say you're playing TDM or kill confirmed, you know, where the point of the objective of it. Oh no, not kill confirmed. Let's say TDM. If you're on TDM and you're rocking a PDW on, I guess we'll stick with Turbine as an example, you're not really, there's no point to that. Yeah, let's go with that. What? Did anyone hear that click? I suppose it was hard to when there's the jumping and the shooting going on. I lost track. Train of thought there. On TDM, the point is to get kills. The point is to get a high KD, and it's what people should play the game for. That's where you play it. TDM and free for all. Now on TDM on a long range map, if you're playing a submachine gun and you're running down the middle of the map, you are not playing correctly. And this is where I see people rage on my team and on other teams. And you get that hate speech like camping asshole. Well, I don't know how many times you've tried to snipe up close on a long range map, but holding off a long range sight line, like let's say the top of the cliff from the white truck to the building and back, that's a pretty decent area to hold off by yourself with a 50 cal that gets hit marks like no other. You know what I'm saying? Now the submachine gun, what are you going to do in that same exact area besides, you know, try to sneak up on the occasional person? Nothing, really. I probably lost a few of you guys, but that's alright. I lost myself. Why am I doing this? Why? Ugh. Anyway, let's get back to the Scorpion. Talking about how to play the game with the Scorpion isn't going to help me play the game any better. Well, that helped. So, what I'm thinking is, with this gun, I haven't done a whole lot of mid-range because I keep getting my ass handed to me. Thank you.
Confirmed. UAV on standby.
This gun just, there's no point. The way I've been playing so far, trying to keep it to these small spaces, seems to be really the only option, to be honest.
Kill confirmed. Hunter killer drone.
Where there's a guy to my right, but yeah. Wow, the one guy that has ghost and crouching, that's beautiful. Okay.
Hunter-killer drone deployed. Kill confirmed.
Even that distance seemed a little shaky, but I don't use this thing much, so...
Kill confirmed.
Now, by all means, I'm not saying don't use the attachments that I'm not using in this series. What I am saying is, if you don't like a gun, which I know a lot of people don't like guns, there's a lot of people that just would rather quit playing Call of Duty for the rest of their lives than use the, oh god, I don't know, the Type 25. Yeah, the Type 25 is a pretty great example of that. But and I'm not saying you need to be proficient with every gun in the game, but if you're only good with 2 guns, then are you really good at this game, or are you just, you know, repetitive and reliant on them, honestly? And when you have attachments in this game that just make the game stupid easy, it becomes more of a question of skill than ever. Call of Duty 4, you had the same attachment choices for every gun class except the snipers. And, you know, even in COD 4, you either saw a red dot or a suppressor. You didn't really see ACOGs too much. There might have been the occasional M16 ACOG because it had no kick, but you know, stuff like that. Variety is the spice of life, ladies and gentlemen, and we all need some. And I'm completely off tangent here on talking about this gameplay, or this gun, or these attachments. Probably because I'm just trying to stay alive and not look like a complete noob while killing robots. Oh, alright. That was the gameplay. Hopefully we caught what the Zachmunzter was trying to throw our way. Use a gun where that gun is good. Don't be reliant on attachments that make the game easy, just because of that reason. People are fully capable of, you know, compensating for weapon kick, visual, and in-game on their own. And if you try to, you might just find out you're a lot better with a gun than you think you are. So I'm gonna get the next class set up, and I will see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching.